Hello guys, I've been using CorelDRAW for quite long and most of my clients always wanted an option for the color schemes for whatever designs I did, no matter how good the design I have done, just for the sake of options. Now CorelDRAW comes for the help. CorelDRAW has got a very fantastic feature called color styles. Now this color styles feature is now enhanced and color harmonies have been added where you can have multiple color options for your designs. You can handle almost every color you have used in the design. Just within seconds you can present the color options for the design you have created. Now let us have a look at these color styles and harmonies, how to use this and what are all the options we have to create a color option for your designs. Okay guys, now let us start looking at creating the color styles from scratch. Say I have to create a design where I am having this rectangle and these two objects which I have created. Now I want to have color styles to fill these objects. What I can do here is, for creating a new color style from scratch, I can go here, click on new color style, and CorelDRAW will create a color style for me with the default color. Now say I don't want this color. In that case, I can change this to some other CMYK with some other CMYK values. I can change the colors. So I go with 100 cyan, 20 magenta, 100 yellow, and maybe 30 or 20 black. 20 black. Or we can, maybe I need a darker green color, so I can go with 40. Right. So this is the color which I have created. I'll create another one with the same method, new color style, and I need to keep this, change this rather to something like 40, 0, 20, 0. Now I'll select the object, double click on this, and this color style will get filled into my object. I'll choose my rectangle, double click on this. I'll choose this rectangle, this object, and double click on this. Select all and remove the outlines. Okay. Now this is how you can create a color style or number of color styles from scratch. You just have to click here, go to new color style, and create a color style to whatever CMYK values you require, you need in the design to be used. Just now we have seen how to create color styles from scratch even before your design is ready. The color styles which you have used in designs you can use in your objects which you create in the artworks. Now there is a possibility that you have created a complete design which is ready with the color scheme. Now you want to create the color styles from the colors you have used in the design. Now there are two ways to create color styles from the ready design. Now in this case, I haven't selected any of the objects created in my design, so this option is not highlighted. The moment I select any of the object, I get this on new from selected. So whatever objects I have selected, CorelDRAW will create color styles from the selected objects colors. Let us go with this and this color. I'll just click here, new from selected. The moment I click this, I get a dialog box which asks me what colors I want to add in color styles. Object fill, object outline color, or both fill and outline colors. You also have an option to convert any of the selected colors to CMYK. Normally, the people working in print media would need all the colors in CMYK model. There are chances that I might have used a color which is from RGB color model or a spot color. Now, if you choose this, if this is highlighted or if this is checked, all of the colors will get converted to CMYK. So always better for people in print media to check this option and get the color styles in CMYK color model. I click OK and two color styles, harmonies are created here. Now we have already seen how to create a color style from scratch. Then we have seen how to create a color style from selected objects. You have a third option, new from document. The moment I click this, CorelDRAW will start up a dialog box which we have already seen here to create the color styles. Now in this case, when you have multiple colors, to create the color styles, CorelDRAW will automatically split the color shade-wise colors and create the groups of colors to create the harmonies. You have an option to change the number of color harmonies you want to create. The moment you choose this, accordingly CorelDRAW will automatically shift the colors from one harmony to other. So let us keep this. This basically is very convenient for handling the colors or the color shades separately. Let us keep five color harmonies and I'll click OK. CorelDRAW will create 5 color harmonies which I can use to edit the colors or change the colors. All of these color harmonies have been created from the colors used in my design. The most convenient way, or I could say the most user-friendly way, which I normally adopt, is selecting the objects and dragging it into the color styles docker. The moment I do this, CorelDRAW will ask me how many colors do I want to add from the selected bitmap. Now if you look here, this bitmap may contain thousands of color shades. Now here it is always better not to add, or rather I would add only one to keep it convenient for handling. So I just click one color from the bitmap. It will create a color harmony or color styles from all rest of the colors which I have used in my vector drawings, but it will create only one color style or color harmony from the bitmap colors. Clicking OK will create color styles from the colors from my artwork, from my design. Now I can choose similar colors by control clicking on the colors. If I want to select all of these colors, I can click shift, so all colors are selected here. If I want to select particular colors, multiple colors, I can choose control click on the color and I'll create a color harmony by dragging the selected colors. So this color of harmony is created. Now I think I have left this color which fits into this color harmony. I can just drag one color and put it here, which will add that color to the color harmony. So I'll select the greens, control click on all the greens, drag it to create a color harmony of green shades. Then I'll go with black or rather grays, and drag it to create a gray color harmony. Now rest of these colors, maybe I can keep it together even though they are not similar shades. I can keep it together to handle. So all of these color harmonies are created, customized color harmonies are created depending on which color I have added to the harmony. Now let us see how would we handle our color styles and color harmonies. For that, I'll just select everything, shift click on the bitmap to deselect the bitmap, as I don't want to add the colors from the bitmap into my color styles. Drag these objects either here to create the color styles or here to create the color harmonies. So I'm creating color harmonies. Now CorelDRAW has asked me how should the color harmonies be created. Now CorelDRAW has split the colors into 3 types or 3 shades. I can add one more type to it, or maybe 4. So I have all yellows and similar colors, reds and similar colors, grays and green colors. So 4 color harmonies will be created here. Okay, now let us say these 3 colors are looking very similar. There is hardly any difference into it, and I wish to merge all of these 3 colors into one. I need to select the colors. Now this was the color which I had selected at the end. The last color selected was this. You can select merge option to create one color style out of 3 selected. So rest all will be merged to the last selected color style. Now you just need to understand whatever merging you are doing here, it will have an effect in your designs. Let us see. In this case, if I am merging all of these 3, first selection, second selection, and this is the last one I am selecting. If I click merge, it will merge all of the colors to one single color. So I'll just press Ctrl Z, I'll undo the action and keep this 3 separate color styles. Like merging, you can swap the color styles. See, I have selected these 2 color styles here. I have an option, 2 colors are selected, and I have this option to swap the color styles. Just see, these colors are swapped. The colors have changed. So you can change or swap the colors between the objects. Now there are chances that you might go on creating some of the color styles as your design is developed, and there are leftovers, or maybe there are few color styles which you had created but haven't used in the design. So in that case, you can just click on this option and it will show you, or it will select the unused color styles from this color style docker, which you can safely delete that as they are not used in your design. Now in this case, there is no unused color style or harmony. We have seen how to create the color styles, different ways of creating color harmonies. Now once you have these color harmonies ready in your file, you can go on creating color options for your designs. See, I need a complete color option for this design. So I duplicate this and say I select this color style, which is green color style. Now just check, even if I have duplicated this, the colors used in this design are also linked with the color styles. So it is not just enough to duplicate and change the colors. See, what would happen is changing the colors will change colors in both the designs, which is not acceptable, which is not my requirement. So I need to select this design, duplicated design, and de-link the colors from the color styles. So right click, select all the design objects which you want to de-link, right click on the objects, go to color styles and select break link to styles. The moment I choose this, the colors used in this design are now unlinked from the color styles. So whenever I change the colors from this to this, only this particular design will change, as the colors are from this design are linked. So this becomes my second color option. Select the whole thing again, drag it outside, duplicate it, right click on this, color styles, break link. Now let us change these colors. All of the colors which I have used have changed. No doubt it is not looking good, but I can change this to something to a darker shade. So I have another option here for the colors. This way you can go on creating number of color options for the design. Another important and very convenient feature CorelDRAW has given you is you can save the color styles for further use. You can import a ready color style sheet into your file, or you can export the color styles whichever you have created in this particular. Let us check in this design. These color styles I have to save it for further use. So it is here, export style sheet. I name this as feed all. The extension is CDSS. Export, and now CorelDRAW gives me an option what all is to be saved with this: the styles, the style sets, default object properties, and color styles. Now in this case I need only the color styles to be saved, so I remove the check marks of this and click OK. So the sheet, color style sheet, has been saved. Let us open up a new file. So here there are no color styles in the new file. I can just go and import the import this. So feed all .cdss. What is to be imported? Again I'll choose color styles only, and all of the color styles which I had created here are imported in my new file where I can use the color styles. So you have an option to save the color styles for further use in any other file, in any different file. Now that we have seen how to create the color styles and color harmonies to handle all of your colors from the design, that not be sufficient for your client. Maybe he also would ask for options for the text and the fonts which we have used, the settings of the fonts, or even the font and colors of the fonts. Now there are text styles, just similar to color styles. You can create text styles in CorelDRAW. You can handle all of the text in your design by changing or modifying the color styles, the text styles. Now let us see how we can create the text styles. Text styles in CorelDRAW are a part of object styles. So we'll have to open up object styles Docker from the Docker list. So we'll open this Docker. You can also access this Docker with Control plus F5. Okay, now if you look here, there are styles which we can define and there are style sets we can define. Now what are style sets? You can have a number of styles which include outline style, fill style, or whatever, these kinds of styles. And style sets can be a combination of different styles put together, which applies together. So you can look at it as a batch process. So first let us see creating a new style. Now out of these styles, text related styles are vector, paragraph and frame styles. These three types of styles are related to text. So let us start with creating a style for character. I click on this and a name is given by CorelDRAW, character1. I can change the name for my convenience. I'll change this to headline. Now when this headline style is selected, the character properties box is shown here. I can change this, the characteristics of the text from here. So I change the font to Calibri. I change this style to normal and I'll change this font to 12. Maybe I need a color for my headline to be blackish red or maroonish red. Once done, this style is now set for headlines. Let us add two more styles for this. Click on this, character style. Now I'll name this as my sub headline. Same way I'll select this and same way I'll change the properties of my text. Now instead of 12 I'll take 10 points of text and I'll have a blue color for this, a darker blue. And the third and the final style I'll create for the characters will be body copy. And I'll again change the font properties. Change it to maybe 8 and keep this, the color of the font, as it is. Now once I have all of these styles ready with me, I'll have to choose the text to which I need to add the style or apply the style. So I'll select this style, which is my headline, and I'll double click on headline. So the text will change to whatever properties I have set here. I'll select the whole paragraph and double click on body copy. So all of the properties will get applied for the text. Again, a headline, body copy. Now here, this line is my sub headline. So I'll add, double click on sub headline to change the text properties to whatever I had set for the sub headline. Next, again body copy, headline. Now because I have changed all of these properties, the text is not fitting into my frame. So I'll have to open up the frame, select the remaining text and double click on body copy. So now I'll adjust it again back. Okay. Now we have created the character styles and we have applied it to this. But these styles are individual styles. I can go and create a paragraph style to set or to save all of the paragraph parameters or paragraph properties for the text. However, every time I'll have to apply 3 styles over this text. Instead, CorelDRAW has given you a facility to save character, paragraph and frame styles together. Of course, you can have a combination of any of these styles put together. So in this case, we'll have character and paragraph styles saved together. Let us see how we can do the style sets. Now combination of any of these styles put together is called a style set. It's a set of styles. So let us see how to go with or how to create the style sets. One way of creating style sets is to right click on style set and choose new style set, or you can click on the plus mark and CorelDRAW will create a style set for you. You have again a facility to rename this as per your convenience, as per your needs. Now this style set is created, but we haven't added any object styles into it. For doing that, you can click on this settings button or add remove styles button, and I'll add a character style to this. The moment I add character style, the character settings box is added here. I'll add paragraph styles and a paragraph styles or the paragraph settings dialog box is added here. So in this I have added a character style and paragraph style. So similarly, as we have set the object styles, you can set the character style within this style sheet. So you can change this to whatever you want. The font, you can set the font and all other character properties from here, and you can set or select the paragraph settings from here. These are the settings you would find, same settings as you have it in text properties. So if you look at this, here are the character properties, paragraph properties and frame properties. The same properties are available here, but these are set for the style set or the object styles which are included in this style set. The another way and my favorite way of doing or rather setting the style set is I always start up with a new file. create a paragraph frame. Okay, by the way, Corel has given us a very convenient way of adding placeholder text, which is also called as lorem ipsum text. So right click on the paragraph, empty paragraph frame, insert placeholder text, and Corel will add a text in the frame. I'll just make it convenient and create the text type of the text I would need to use in my styles, in my job. I'll set the colors and the point size for my headline. I'll set and I will go with this. Now these are not styles, these have not been saved as styles. So for changing the things, I'll have to open the text properties docker, and I'll select this and I'll change after paragraph spacing to 150. So 150% of the point size have been added here. I'll select the subheadline and change after paragraph settings to 130. And I'll change this to 130 as well. My job is done with this text properties. Once I set the text properties, I can just close this. Select the headline, right click on this, object styles, new style set from the selected one. So I'll write this as HL, headline. So the HL, headline, is added. Then I'll select the other one, right click, object styles, new style set from SH, subheadline. And third one I'll select, object styles, new style set from body copy, BC. Now all of these style sets will have the character style, the paragraph settings, and the frame settings together, saved together. Let us check it on this text. Let us move this and make this my headline. The headline properties are applied. BC is the body copy. I'll change this and this will be applied. Let us make this as my headline and this as my subheadline, and the rest as body copy. So once these style sets are saved, I just go ahead and export the style sets from here, and then I import it in my actual job file. So similarly, with just like color styles, you can select the headline and change the character properties and all of the character properties will automatically change. So okay, I hadn't applied to this. So all of the properties of every headline, no matter whatever number of pages you are having, wherever you have set this style to the text, everywhere it will change to the set which you have set here. So a very convenient way of creating styles or style sets. By the way, as we have seen earlier, you can select and create any of these styles for your objects, whatever you want to place in your files. A very convenient way of creating options for your designs with help of color styles and text styles. Now we'll see some of the examples how we can change the color schemes, or you can have the options for your designs. Now let us check out some of the examples of color styles, how we can change the colors for the objects. I'll just open up another file. Okay, now this is a simple vector drawing with very few colors in it. So for adding the color styles, I'll just select the objects and drag it in the harmonies area. Okay, let us create 3 harmonies. So we will have yellow shades, green shades and red shades. Now just check how I can change the colors. The yellows changed to greens or something, and greens this way. So you have to create the color styles and color harmonies, and just within seconds you have much more options of your designs. Now the interesting part is this also works with these kinds of objects which are filled with using mesh fill. Now if you look at these objects, this is a mesh fill object. If you look at these objects, these are all mesh filled objects, and color styles and harmonies also work on mesh fills. I just have to select the objects. I'm not selecting this object or the group of this object. I'll just drag these colors. Okay, before that, let me just delete the earlier color harmonies. Shift click on this and drag it here. We'll have only two groups. If you look at this, so many colors have been used in this. All of these have been added to color styles, color harmonies. Now this would be little difficult for CorelDRAW, or rather it would take much more resources than the normal one. So you might require a better system with better amount of RAM in it. Okay, now I select this, the whole color harmony. Look at this, how many colors have been used in this, and I change these colors. See how long it is taking, because there are lots of colors here. And now if you look at these, you have a color option for that. I change it from here to here, and we have the color options. So this is how color styles would work. We have also seen text styles. So using these features, you can have lots of options. You can work out lots of options for yourself as well as for your clients also. I hope you all enjoyed this webinar, this video tutorial. Thank you for watching it. Bye.